Little Ninja Man? I'm Sam.
Well, nothing says that this movie's gonna suck quite like a full-grown man partnering up with a little kid. I'm Jackie.
I need a hero to get ran over by a bus. I'm Justin, and this is American Ninja 5 on Stinker Madness. Hello, welcome to Stinker Madness. It turns out this is a podcast where we hate on children martial artists, apparently, because none of us really had good things to say about Hero to start this thing out.
I didn't say anything bad, I just said Little Ninja Man.
It's all about the hero.
Yeah.
H-I-R-O, not H-E-R-O.
Only American Ninja to have a PG-13, because it's also the only American Ninja to be a comedy action, because it's not American Ninja.
No, it's not. It's, what was it?
I don't
American
know.
Dragons, originally?
It was originally Little Ninja Man. I'm not shitting you.
Okay.
It spent most of its life as Little Ninja Man. And I think it has been tagged American Dragons in certain markets when the early release copies, and then they decided ex post facto, like, oh, let's just call it American Ninja and squeeze whatever cash is left out of this canon crapshoot. And I don't think it worked.
Let me start with this, because let's stick on the hero for a second. Do we have a movie that we like? Little Ninja Man? Is there a Little Ninja Man movie that's okay?
So, Terminator 2.
He's not a little ninja man. He's a whiny
But
little
it's
bitch.
what I call it. It's not an official term, but I've been calling it the babysitter script for years.
Sure.
And so when you have the adult partnered with, tasked with keeping a child alive through peril, Terminator 2 is the same idea as this.
Okay, so see, my variation with that is I get the babysitter script, but this particular set of films that took place in the late 80s and early 90s, the child contributes to fighting the peril. Whereas Terminator 2, it's just like, can you be my dad, robot guy?
Well, this is one of Ernie's kids, though.
Ernie Hudson, yeah.
There's a whole slew of these because Lee Reyes and Ernie Reyes Jr. were given to us as this.
Kane Kasugi as well.
Kane Kasugi as well.
Okay, so do we have a movie that we like?
We like the Kane Kasugi. What the one with the Kane Kasugi, Little Ninja Man? I love that
remember
one.
What it's called?
Pray for Death?
Maybe. Also, I would lump in the king from Red Sonja. He's a little ninja man.
That's Ernie Reyes Jr.
Right, there you go. Do we like it? Jackie, do you like it?
I don't remember the little kid. Maybe I blocked that out. I was actually thinking of the Goonies.
Oh, don't you even talk about Data. And those aren't little ninja men.
He won an Academy Award, goddammit.
He won an Academy Award. Though that is a team
No, I'm saying
of little ninja men.
I liked him in that movie, and he did some ninja stuff.
Kind of. But as far as stinkers, do we like the kid coming in and being beating up adults? Do we like it?
I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we all hate it. Because why? I mean, like, there was this spat of budget karate movies that had little ninja kids come in, either late in the series or that's how they started. We obviously the Surf Ninjas that we just recently did that blows ass, or Three Ninjas or whatever the fuck it's called.
Three Ninjas, yeah.
And
Surf Ninjas, Ernie Reyes Jr. is in as
there
well.
You go. Was it just like the momentum of adult ninja movies, budget movies, was starting to fade, and so the kids were like, hey, my dad let me watch this rated R ninja movie one time when mom was at church, and I like it, so now the guys in ties are like, the kids are the only ones that we can sell these super budget ninja movies to, and we got to put kids in them?
I think what happens is, what leads me directly to my boring bullshit, is that Ernie Reyes Sr.'s Taekwondo school does demonstrations, and dickheads that run movie companies are like, we got to put these kids in the movies. That's exactly what happened.
Okay. All right. They just like the kids.
They saw it and they're like, this could be in a movie. We need to make a movie around this. Plus, the kids are going to go butts in seats. We're going to break the Arkhov formula, and we're going to sell a movie directly to people that aren't an 18 to 21-year-old man.
Okay. Is it possible?
How did that work out?
Well, canon movies
Surf
doesn't
Ninjas
exist.
is all right. Actually, Ernie's an adult man in Surf Ninjas, so that one doesn't count. Again, we liked the one with Kane Kasugi.
And on the flip side, canon films doesn't exist today, so I don't think it worked.
And they were already tanked when they fucking turned this shit out.
Is it possible that a little ninja man who is not holding weapons could injure an adult person?
I have taken a shot to the balls.
Okay. Yep, then that's
that's about what they have, and they got to get you just right.
Yeah, that's true. Balls are
so it's really just
right
like
there in front of them.
They have to. It's sort of like blowing up the Death Star with a torpedo kind of a thing. Like they could do it, they could drop you, but the window's real small.
Jackie, you're in a dark alleyway. You have been accused of murdering the vice president of a major corporation who was outputting potential chemical weapons to Syria. You tried to stop it, and now you're falsely accused and on the run. And in this dark alleyway is a 12-year-old little ninja man. He is on a mission to bring you to justice. Do you think that little ninja man, because you don't have balls, just to be scientifically accurate here, do you think that you could take that little ninja man?
Yes, because I also have a nice thing called a purse that I keep quite heavy.
Oh,
and so as soon as that kid comes like within swinging distance, he's getting a head full of whatever the hell I'm packing around that day.
Okay.
So I think that if you're just moving pretty good, you can just give him an elbow and he's going to just be dispensed into whatever wall or dumpster is right there and never see him again.
Yeah, I my point is I think the little ninja man plot is a dumb one.
It's stupid. Children cannot fight with adults. Otherwise, parenting would be much harder.
Oh my God. It's hard enough as it is. We don't need little ninja men.
No.
Maybe it was a good thing we never put our kid into karate.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah? I'm not going to pick up dog shit. Fuck you. And then he gets out his nunchucks and he starts trolling around. And I'm like, oh, yeah? You want to go there? And I pull out my purse and I whack him in the side of the head and be like, get outside.
Yep.
Or he punches me in the balls. I go fall to my knees and he says, now you're grounded.
Oh, my God.
God damn it. That's bringing one-liners to parenting. Good call. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to get some dirty looks from my daughter, but I think it'll be fun for both of us ultimately.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Sam, seriously, I mean, we've talked about this movie fairly much in the build up to this point. Have you brought anything new other than that it was once called Little Ninja Man and American Dragons?
Surprisingly. Okay. I was able to come up with some stuff here that's moderately interesting that isn't just because Ernie Reyes Sr. He taught Taekwondo. His school infiltrated the West Coast. The West Coast Taekwondo is all really sort of a family tree or not really family company tree that spreads out of Ernie Reyes Sr. I saw a picture of Ernie Reyes Sr. when he was like 60 something doing an action movie, and the guy was shredded at like 68.
Nice.
Things
I'm
that aren't
shredded,
Ernie Reyes Sr.
Shredded and fat at 44.
That's right. Lathered in butter.
Got a rash.
Could you look at my rash?
Can you identify this rash? Trying to identify a rash on the internet is bad because it doesn't look like any of them and they all kind of look the same and you're like, rashes.
Did you ever try that Google Lens thing where you can take a picture of something and then it finds it on the internet for you?
No.
This is riveting.
This is riveting.
Ernie Reyes
anyway,
Jr.
so how not American Ninja 5 is it? Well, at the beginning, during our... We'll have to talk about whatever is happening at the beginning of this movie in a minute.
Mhm.
But we see one Tadashi Yamashita
Yes.
as the business partner of a guy named Joe Castle,
Mhm.
not Sean.
Mhm.
But do we recognize Tadashi Yamashita?
I sure do.
I do.
Yep.
He's the bad guy in the first one.
He's Eye Patch Laser Ninja.
What?
Yep.
I didn't catch
That's-
that. Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Also, they ran short on stuntmen because Tadashi, did you spot him like he was three different colored ninjas.
yes, he was, and he did the choreography. So
Yeah.
that's checks out. I mean,
Checks out.
Yeah.
And then we got James was not in Mortal Kombat. Was he? Was he in Mortal Kombat? The bad guy? James
Oh yeah, the Viper.
Viper,
He
yeah.
is very familiar, but I don't know from where.
Well, he should be James Liu. James Liu should be very familiar because he's got like 213 credits on his fucking tag.
Yeah, but I couldn't
And he
tell
just
you
got a Golden Globe for choreography.
for what.
Something I've never heard of that had like was like a show.
Okay.
I feel like I looked to see if he was in Mortal Kombat, and I didn't see it. His list was so exhaustive that I was like, oh shit, I just know that I've seen James Liu a million times.
I mean, who are you thinking he would have been? Liu Kane?
He was
no,
the
he's
bad.
not.
No, I think he was the yellow ninja.
There's no yellow
In-
ninja in Mortal Kombat, Jackie.
Scorpion?
Yeah, Scorpion.
No, wasn't Scorpion CGI? In Mortal Kombat? We should
no.
go. We should really do
I
Mortal
don't want to
Kombat.
watch those again.
No,
Those
no,
are
no. The
terrible.
first one's so awesome, dude. It's so awesome.
Okay, whatever.
Mortal Kombat! Get popped.
And the gal from Billy Madison.
Yep, and Christopher Lambert. I mean, Mortal Kombat is a treasure. The first one,
Okay,
fucking
fine,
rules.
fine. The second one is
It's
the worst
awful,
movie
yeah.
we've ever fucking
Yeah,
done.
it's terrible.
So at this point, Menahem and Yoram have gone to carpetbag MGM and steal some money from them before making off back to Israel. I mean, kudos, boys. I'm not judging. I think what you did was good. You did good work, and you really just you stole all the cash and kept it. I love it.
Yeah, we're pretty much bookending this because we started this podcast. Not started, but one of the very first movies we did was Over the Top, which was basically the major launching pad for Canon Films, and now we're here.
And now we're here at the grim death.
Yes.
And they've already made off with it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, you can do this." So people get a hold of it, and they're like, the financier, the bank, basically gets a hold of Canon, and they're like, "Holy shit, these books aren't just cooked; they're burnt. We got to restructure this whole thing." So they bring in a Video Assonitis, who's a budget movie Italian horror guy that can make things cheaply and see if they can't right the ship. So he spits out a bunch of them when in between 1989 and 1990 in terms of shooting and just getting stuff shot, getting it done cheap. And that's where you're going to end up with guys in this like Ronnie Pell, the doctor, Marco Fiorini, the guy named Flathead, even though he has an eagle tattoo on his head, and Norman Burton, who's in every goddamn thing as either a general or a CIA agent, because these guys did 70s and 80s Italian horror films, and so he's able to get some like decent names in the rank and file of the movie, because this actually, for a Canon film, we're watching this and we're like, this isn't really a Canon film. They've got decent names in the rank and file. A Canon film has nobodies in the rank and file.
Typically, yeah.
Typically. They would have somebody like Pat Morita show up, who you will, of course, remember as Arnold from Happy Days.
Yes, that's where I know him from.
yeah.
The late Andy Sedaris movies. Everybody remembers him from those as well.
Yep.
Did nothing else, though. Nothing else.
Nothing else, no. So, yeah, he, in a 1-year period, kind of was able to produce a handful of things that should have kept Canon on video shelves had it not been such a sinking, flaming turd. And they fired him because it didn't work before this is even released. This is released years later. And because he did turn out these movies at an amazing clip at an amazing budget, he sued the piss out of them and won $2.9 million. And that's the end of Cannon Films because that's all there was left. He should have got more.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. That's you get what they have.
That's it. That's the end of Cannon. Now we go to another rank and file name that was in The American President with Michael Douglas, like still acted for quite a while. Who's who of Beverly Hills? Clement von Frankenstein.
I believe it's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Who?
He actually went for a certain time at the beginning of his career as Clement St. George because he thought people would be afraid of his name. And then he realized, I can't have a porno name. I have to go back to my real name. And his real full name is Clement George Faher von und zu Frankenstein.
Jesus. That's a mouthful.
One of the longest-standing members of the Beverly Hills Cricket Club with Hugh Grant and Mick Jagger.
Okay. Who are we
That's
talking
a
about?
thing.
Not his name, but why? What does he have to
The
do?
guy that's the boss of everything, the rich guy that owns the hotel
Glock.
that's going to sell.
Glock.
Glock, yeah.
Okay. Of Glock chemicals, not Glock guns.
Yeah.
Glock chem.
So that's the most interesting thing,
right.
is that guy's real name is Crazy,
Uh-huh.
and Beverly Hills has a cricket club of whom's longest-standing members are that guy, Hugh Grant, and Mick Jagger play cricket in Beverly Hills, or did.
Yeah. Probably playing pickleball now. Everybody's playing the pickleball.
Isn't there like a new name for pickleball? They had there's a bunch of signs at the Nampa Rec Center outdoor area, and they call it something else.
No.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's pickleball.
Gangbang behind the dumpster is not actually a sport involving ball. Well, I mean, a sport is loose, but there's balls. Yeah, that's not affiliated with pickleball in any way, Sam. That's just Tuesday's gangbang behind the dumpster.
I want to say it's Quidditch, but that's actually from Harry Potter.
Also, basically just a gangbang.
I can't really be like, have you seen Harry Potter? Because I've only seen what I've been forced to watch.
Yeah. Anything else here?
No, that's it.
Okay, Jackie, let's go to you. How did you get a color count on ninjas? Because we know that ninja coloring is vitally important to the ninja hierarchy.
I believe I counted 5.
5 different ninja colors?
So there was black, purple, blue, light blue, and yellow.
And green. There was the green ninjas.
Oh, yep.
Yep, every time.
These ninjas paint with all the colors of the wind.
But this time it doesn't seem like we didn't get a chopper shot of ninja training camp where they're doing different tactics based off of the colors that they wear. It just kind of seems like they're all just foot soldiers. All of them. No matter what color, like Viper just throws ninjas at you.
I feel like what happens is that he went big early and spent his good ninjas, and then he's just kind of running down the list of the ninjas that he's got left rather than starting out with the bad ninjas and making people climb to the top. But we'll talk about that later. I have pertinent questions and a very large conspiracy theory in costume talk this week.
All right. Do we save that until the end?
No.
Okay, do it now then.
His clothes don't fit him.
Who?
They're
Vipers?
too big. No.
Joe's.
Heroes.
Yes.
And I've noticed this a couple of times, and I also remember 1988 through 1993 when we were all wearing our clothes too big to be like the kids in the movies, and I don't think it was fashion. I think it was the negligence of costume designers to not have clothes small enough for these children.
Ooh, that is a conspiracy.
But his clothes aren't like baggy. They're
too big.
Way too big. And I've noticed this in a bunch of movies that were done in the 80s and 90s, is just that the clothes are too big.
Yeah.
It's like they're ladies' jackets, and they just give them the small size that they have. Because I've tried to do that to our kid, like, oh, here's a lady's sweatshirt, extra small. Try this on. And it's huge.
So why not just get him kids' clothes?
Well, I do.
But why?
But I tried it one time, so I know what Sam is saying.
So Jackie has dabbled herself in negligence in costume design.
That is right.
Hey.
You want sports fan gear, kid? This is what we got. A sparkly Boise State shirt with a V-neck. Nope, that does not look good. Take it off.
Take it off. Oh, I was going to tell you to ignore the Lady Broncos part, but we're just going to put this back on the rack.
And that the buttons are in the opposite direction. It's also got a little pocket in the chest for bosoms. You're going to be fine. Okay. Weird. All right, let's do this. American Ninja 5 starts out with, of course, ninja practice between Joe and Takahashi. Yamato Takabachikapi.
If anybody can tell me why they're doing the splits over and over again on a...
I can tell you why.
Yeah.
Because David Bradley, who we haven't mentioned until now, is just waving a middle finger at Van Damme for no reason. Just punching above his weight for no reason.
These ninja training practices are definitely not OSHA approved. I think this dojo might get shut down because of the excessive splitting devices. They built a machine just to do the splits over and over again, which is odd. But then they also have they line up apples on their katanas and punch the apples through the katana without injuring their hands.
If it's a sharp enough katana, the apple will just fall.
Yeah, and your hand.
You wouldn't even need to punch it. Just be like, I'm going to set this here, and then it would get cut.
Yeah, actually, that's a shitty katana if it doesn't.
These are shitty katanas.
Yeah. You're going to get some tetanus.
So I wrote down what we've got here. All with birthday candles. We have log slapping, ping pong,
yes,
applejack. Those are the exercises we're doing here. With the splits or splitterama, log slapping, ping pong, and applejack. What the fuck?
Ninja. This is gonna get you prepared to be a silent assassin.
They're bedroomizing each other with the applejack on the sword business.
Yeah. Totally. So Joe, that's who Dave Bradley is this week. He's of Joe's gym. He goes down to his boat because I guess he lives on a sail ship, and he finds a lady there varnishing his boat. He ordered detarnishing. Instead, he got varnishing.
Varnishing. It needed to happen. She tells him, she's like, this needed to happen a while ago. Also, you're out of here for 48 hours. It's okay. You can stay with me.
Yeah. So what's the bill here? It's going to be about
$1,200.
About $1,200. No. Varnishing a boat is an exhaustive process. It is,
and I'm not
many, many hours of hard finger and knee busting labor.
I am not adjusting for inflation. I'm saying in 1993, this is a $1,200 job. This is a $5,000 job today. Yeah. Maybe $7,500.
All as a honey trap so that she can bang Joe of Joe's gym.
Yeah, we'll get there, but we'll skip ahead kind of because she admits, I just did this because you didn't talk to me. You varnished his boat so that you could trap him in your boat and bang him for 2 days.
While
it's commitment.
Cooking and cleaning for him.
Yeah, she's got it bad.
She's also super stupid rich because her yacht is massive. It is nicer than the Malibu Express.
Like, did she see that he had like a foot-long dick or something? Like, how is it that this guy who's got a Jordache sweat vest, it's like jean vest with sewn-on sweat arms and just crappy Champion sweatpants? This is, you're going to do a $1,200 freebie when you're already doing great just to bang this guy for a couple of days?
Jackie seems like...
I mean, she's set an elaborate trap.
Jackie's giving a face that seems like it's plausible.
If I had that kind of fuck you money, and there was a guy who had the dick of all dicks, and he was a poor son of a bitch that was down the pier, I'd be like, okay, you and you from the Home Depot, get in the truck. You guys are going to go varnish this boat.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm not doing it myself. And then when we see him coming, you guys hide, and then I'll take credit for it, and then I'll trap him on my boat and rape him for 2 days.
And they're like, see, yeah.
Or it goes about
varnish.
to Jackie spec on the plan, and they're doing a crappy job, and you're still there, and you just decided to get drunk on vodka crayons. And you're like, yeah, our boat's going to be fucked up for a few days. You better come with me.
No, so these 2 nutsacks had come onto your boat. I thought I'd just come check it out.
Just for future info, if you're going to set a weird love trap, don't start at the Home Depot.
Okay. All right. So, he's got a date with her at 7 p.m. that night. And meanwhile, at Glock Chem in an undisclosed location, turns out eventually it's in Venezuela.
Oh, before we go, she's like, I'm over in unit 36D.
She said that?
Yeah.
Okay, how about that?
And I was like, I don't think you are. I think you're more of a 32C. But then later at the end when she's in the blue, I'm like, 36D, I'll buy it.
No, I don't even then. Okay, so there's this scientist guy, and he's like, I've made the world's best pesticide. You guys this is great news, right? We're gonna really make a lot of money, and B,
billions,
probably solve a lot of hunger problems throughout the world. Will be very powerful as far as global food supply and agriculture. So what do you think? Do you think I did a good job? No, we think you should kill this dog. Here's a dog.
Okay, wait.
Kill it.
I just gave you a $1 project, and you're like, I need 4250 out of this maniac general.
Yeah. No, you're not getting it, scientist guy. This dog needs to die.
I need you to kill this $950 purebred boxer puppy.
Yeah,
it's our test subject.
Okay, now that's what you're getting.
I didn't find something in this. I bought the most expensive puppy I could find in 1993.
Yeah. And all for you to kill it. I hate it. I hate its cute puppy face. When it gives me little licks, like it doesn't lick my face, it like licks the underside of my nose because it's like it's equivalent of lips, and so it's kissing. It's literally I hate it. I hate this animal. It keeps my slippers warm, and my children love it, and I hate them too. So kill it.
Hold on, I have to get this phone call. Hold on. Yeah. Whose dog is that? That's John Wick's dog? Oh. Okay, hold on. Everybody out!
Yeah, they want the pesticide to be tested against to see if it can kill people. They want to turn the pesticide into a chemical weapon, sell it to this goddamn general for $4.2 million, and
not even that. Yeah. This guy's paying like $850K to ruin a run on Syngenta.
Yeah. Pretty.
And if you're just gonna murder it,
is huge. Like whatever this guy's gonna pay him for the bomb is like his quarterly earnings.
Yeah. Also that.
And not to mention that, going back to the dog, they bought it a collar and a matching leash.
Well, when you buy a dog that expensive, it comes with a bed, a bag of food, a leash, and all of his favorite toys. That's a fucking purebred boxer.
Okay, well, I paid $1,200 for Sonia, and they handed her to me, and she was covered in shit. So
that sucks. Corgis are hot right now. I can't do anything about that.
And she was like, I wish you would have told me that you were coming. I'm like, you knew I was coming today. Like, it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon, bitch. Like, this
11
dog has
o'clock in the
dog shit on it.
afternoon. The afternoon, 11 o'clock.
I'm like,
Certainly before noon.
yeah, I told her
Judging
I'm
by
going
the
to be
hands
there.
on a clock.
Yeah, it's before noon. So I'm like, super pissed. And then I have to ride for 2 hours with a dog that smells like dog shit.
Yep.
But I wrapped it in a blanket, and she was so cute that I kind of didn't care.
Good thing that you don't work for a chemical supply company that also operates out of a hotel. Because Sonia wouldn't have made it.
I'm just saying, this hotel, it seems pretty nice.
Seems pretty
right?
nice. Yeah.
It's
Where-
huge.
It's a
Where are all
beachfront
the-
resort.
Where are all the fucking people? They're
It's
supposed
not
to be
his-
staying there.
Whatever he sells this bomb for isn't even his quarterly. I was wrong. He makes it in a week.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, but there's no people staying there.
we don't.
There's
go
just
in-
his hookers.
We don't go into the interior. There's the whole inside, Jackie.
Yeah, he's got like a private penthouse thing going
Yeah.
on. Not really a penthouse, but like he's got a private little ranch off to the side of his mega hotel where he has a lot of hookers.
Yeah. Yep.
And they like to smile on camera.
They didn't look at it though. I was pretty impressed with these girls. Again, you bring in these 60s, 70s, and 80s Italian horror movie directors, and they're used to cracking that whip on looking at the goddamn camera. We've only got so many shots. I catch you looking at the camera. I got 6 more of you lined up around the corner. Don't look at the goddamn camera.
So the scientist guy is like, I'm not killing a dog. Are you kidding me? I've handed you $1 zillion. Let's go talk to Mr. Glock. Okay. Well, Mr. Glock's having a meeting with this general, who I'm assuming is a general for the Venezuelan army, or is he like?
No, he's German.
He's German.
No, he's got to be Venezuela.
No, he's German. They say so.
What
That he is a
the
German
fuck?
Nazi general.
Okay,
German-
Argentina. They missed by a little bit when they threw the
Yes.
dart.
Now
at the
Sam's
board
on to
on
something. Because, Jackie, I'm going to inform you that in 1993, the newly unified nation of Germany did not have an army.
Did they do in this movie?
So I'm going to go with Sam. I think that this is an Argentina.
Leftover Nazis.
Yeah, this is a leftover Nazi living in Argentina. He's made his own army, and he is going to bring about the Fourth Reich with pesticide.
Well, you never see him with anybody. Maybe he's just a solo guy who really likes his uniform.
This kind of makes sense because you've got this he's probably the grandchild of a Nazi general who's really trying to live vicariously through his indoctrination, and then the owner of the hotel is just an insane gambler, and his assistant's like, you really got to quit with the small arms market and the poker. You make so much on this hotel, I don't even know why you do this stuff.
Uh-huh. Not because
That makes sense,
Nazis?
right?
Because of Nazis?
Like, you're fucking around with the third generation crappy Nazi.
Yeah.
Like, this is a crappy Nazi.
So what I need from you is a bomb to blow up all of humanity. And I want to take over England, and I'm going to start with this dog. He is a boxer. He is the first Brit I will kill. I'm starting.
How much you got? It's one of my poker buddies. How much you got? I can help you out.
I'm starting with you, puppy. Oh, you think you're so cute. Oh, Hitler would have loved to paint you. Well, Hitler's dead, and you deal with me. Coming for you next, British Bulldog. You stay clear. You know it's
The French one's on safe either.
If you shit on my lawn one more time, I will poison you with deadly pesticide. Okay. So he's like, oh, okay, all right. I see you've got some HR issues to take up with. Let me call my human resources officer. Get me the Viper. And Viper appears.
He just appears.
It also makes this really shitty sound effect every time he does the ninja disappearance. Reappearance.
Anytime
feel
any
like-
of them do it.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a.
They bring in you bring in a horror guy from Italy, and you get a bunch of like those Dario Argento sound effects.
Yeah, right. That's good pickup. So he's like, okay, this guy seems like he's not gonna kill that fucking dog. So what I'm gonna need you to do is gonna need you to go to America. The pier, the American pier, go to the American pier and kidnap his daughter. I believe she's in slip 36D. It's a double entendre towards tits, Mr. Viper. So
She's hopeful.
get her, bring her back here.
By the way, this still needs to happen in 48 hours. So if you could just ninja poof yourself over there, that would be great because you're never going to make it there and back.
Yeah, we don't have time to chart our flight.
without your poofing powers.
Also, just take note of the 48-hour notice by the general who's threatening a man he should not be able to threaten with 48-hour time period. Because that clock just started ticking now. Also, I need you to bring your best ninjas on this one, so you have to start falling backwards if things go south on you.
Okay. Back at America, at Joe's Dojo. JoJo's Dojo. That's what it should have been. JoJo's Dojo. Dojo of JoJo.
Back at JoJo's Dojo, blasphemy in martial arts and the entire Korean and Japanese way of life is happening because David Bradley's got shoes on the mat.
Ooh. You are out of here. Get out.
You take them off when you walk through the door.
JoJo Dojo. Dodo.
Hey, you got to watch this kid.
Yeah, Mr. So Tensu comes in, played by Pat Morita, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going on vacation." And here's the fun thing about Tensu and Pat Morita: he seems like he's just an old Del Boca Vista retiree, and he's like, "Hey, this kid, he's my grandnephew. His parents are dead. I need you to watch him while I go play golf in Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Greece. He's going to Greece.
Okay, wherever. Don't care.
We've got in very near episodes the same sort of character arc happening with the side character. He's Ray Liotta from Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, but yes.
I need you to watch this kid. I'm fucking done with it. Whereas Ray Liotta's more like, go do this thing and get him cleaned up so I don't have to watch this fucking kid anymore.
My point, though, is that Tetsu is, again, acting like he's just a Del Boca Vista retiree. He's gonna go maybe to a key party, do some old manning around, when later he has the powers of Ghost Obi-Wan.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Which are you, Tetsu? Are you a ninja master, or are you gonna go play some golf?
Even Ninja Master's got to get fresh now and then, baby.
All right. I gotta catch
and he's
a flight.
begging Joe to teach the karate
No,
to
not karate. Ninjutsu, Jackie.
Ninjutsu.
Very different.
Really clan secret and specific ninja methods.
Because
to this kid.
Because Hiro is the last of this line of ninja. It is in his blood. His father was a ninja. His grandfather was a ninja. His grand uncle was a ninja. And
he also is like to his trained clan member, and clans aren't necessarily families, but groups of families. He's like, he is the last of our clan. And then Joe's like, I'm standing right here.
Yeah. What am I?
Tadashi's like right over there, and he's like training that other kid to be in our clan. So you really just unloading a kid on me? You're just gonna fucking unload a kid on me right now? All right, all right.
I just sliced a watermelon with my eyes, and Tadashi's over there.
He's peeling an orange with his testicles.
Yeah, and this kid, he's the okay.
All right.
I also like that he's like, I don't teach kids anymore.
Yeah.
Not after the last one.
after
And there's this kid like standing right behind him.
It's just so bad.
So my understanding of what was happening is they were sparring, and they do the bow, and then Joe just kicked that 10-year-old right in the chest, and he flew out the window. Blah! 4 stories down, pancake on the. Well, never teaching kids karate again.
That was bullshit.
We're gonna need another Timmy. Okay, so he brings him to Lisa's boat, and he pretends that he's their stepbrothers. And Lisa goes to get dessert. They're having a nice date. She goes to get some dessert. And
we should also mention that Hero has some huge boner problems.
Oh yeah. He's a little pervy. So she's nabbed by the Viper. He's there on her boat. He grabs her, and they run down the docks. Joe and Hero chase after, and they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're deterred by ninjas.
That are employing the use of fire in strange ways.
Yeah. Fire arrows, and
we get another David Bradley catching the arrow in the shot thing. And on this one, I'm like, oh, they can use a 5-pound bow and shoot it at him, and he can catch the arrow. That's a cool trick. I think that's a cool trick.
I think it's a cool trick.
Because this was a one-shot deal, and I thought back to the last David Bradley movie. I was like, oh, that was a one-shot deal. You can catch an arrow. That's cool. Yeah. But it's not like an arrow traveling at high velocity.
No. This is a stunt, Sam. It's a stunt, but it's a cool stunt. So he disperses those ninjas. Kind of both of them do to a degree.
Fire nunchucks.
Yeah.
How is that going to work? You can't grab the other end of it.
Right.
You're going to light your fucking hair on fire eventually.
Viper and Lisa have been taken to an ambulance, and they're getting away in that. Joe tries to climb onto it and falls promptly immediately off the ambulance.
Yes.
Good tactic.
At which point, Hero has decided it's time for driver's ed. Played it on the Sega. He's fine.
Yep.
And, this is the 80s, so everybody just leaves their keys in the truck.
That's true. Yeah, so Hero almost runs him over.
You have to. It's a 90s GM. The more you put it in and out, the more it just wears down to a nub. If you've ever owned a GM car, those were not good keys.
So they're driving down, chasing after the ambulance. Joe's in the back. They follow him to this airport, and Joe says, hey, kid, call the police and stay here. So he goes to call the police. Joe runs to the plane, dives into the plane, but also so does the Hero.
The Hero has a rough time with 911. He calls it, nobody answers, and then you just kind of like, I'll leave this off the hook, and maybe they'll get it figured out. Driver's ed. Then what follows is a very large driving stunt sequence that has no relevance to the story of this film.
Wait, no, we're already past that. We're on the plane, man. We're at 45 minutes, and I haven't even got halfway through my first page of notes. They're on a plane to Venezuela. He finds him. He's like, dog on you, little mister. And they land in Venezuela, where Joe is promptly arrested for espionage.
They can arrest him for whatever. He just showed up in a country on an airplane as a stowaway without a passport. That checks out.
Yeah, but they arrest him for espionage. That's what they say.
Who would show up stowed away on a plane without a passport?
Poor people?
From America in Jordache sweats. A shitty spy. Who's budget conscious.
Kid Rock?
Kid Rock. Well, Mr. Rock, you either need to ba with the ba, or we're charging you for espionage. We've got a soccer stadium that you can perform at later. You can only play that one song repeatedly. Was it Mr. The Rock or Mr. Rock? I don't want to upset you.
Okay. All right. So Lisa she's taken to her dad, and her dad's like, don't worry, I've got a plan to kill everybody. And she's like, no, if you do that, you'll kill yourself. He's like, I don't care. You get out of here. Joe's transferred to a different prison. And while that's happening, Hero sees it, and he chases after him on a stolen bike. But so does Glock's men. One of them is what was the bald guy's name?
Flathead.
Flathead is frequent in this movie.
His name is Flathead. Why? Because he has an eagle tattooed on the back of his head. So why is his name Flathead and not Eaglehead Tramp Stamp?
Eagle.
Eaglehead Tramp Stamp should be his name.
Bird skull.
So I'm just going to say I didn't realize that was an eagle. I thought it was the Valvoline scene.
The Valvoline scene.
The Valvoline V that he had on the back of his
logo
head.
for Valvoline.
Kept looking at it because it looked like he just had like a fucked up head. I'm like, what's fucked up about his head? So I was fixated on it, and finally he does a turnaround towards the end, and I was like, it's a tattoo of an eagle? What the fuck? And I was sort of reading about it while I'm watching him, like, Flathead Eagle? This makes no goddamn sense.
But either way, they're not transferring him prisons. They are meeting at a specific point so that Glock's guys can pick him up and kill him.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because they know he's a ninja.
Right. They know he's a ninja.
They do know he's a ninja because the ninja identified him as a ninja, so that checks out.
I don't know if that does.
James Liu's ninja.
Viper comes back and he's like,
what is going on with James Liu's fucking red cotton
I don't know.
gloves?
Hold on.
Suck.
You asked a question. Let me answer it. Viper comes back from the United States. He goes to see Glock, and Glock's like, so how'd did you get I'm assuming you got Lisa, the daughter of this scientist who gave me the opportunity to win a Nobel Prize, but instead I'm going to do this Nazi thing. How'd that go? It went fine. We got her. She's downstairs. There was this ninja guy who can catch arrows, but we got away from him. We went in the ambulance. I never saw him again. Okay. Then what happens, Sam? He gets out of the plane. He gets arrested, and the cops immediately go, "Hey, we got a stowaway. The only guys that those ever are ninjas." No, there's no ninja connection. There's no way for Viper to be like, oh, by the way.
There is, because of the Norman, the actor, the CIA guy. He's like, arrest anybody on the plane, the ninja pilot, because the ninja is the pilot. We will find that out later. Of his shitty plane. Like, the Expendables have a better plane than this.
That's true.
This is a fucking crop duster. Or they're delivering goods to, parcels in remote areas. He pilots the plane later, so he radios in, my best ninjas were lost. I'm pissed off about this. The CIA guy's like, okay, I'll get the police down there. We'll, make sure that he didn't get on your plane.
We'll make sure he didn't get on your... Why don't you check? You're a ninja.
Well, no, he radioed in. He's like, my best ninjas were killed by a ninja.
I'm the best
and then
ninja.
everybody
I'm
puts
flying
it
the plane.
together.
I've got a fancy silk Liberace suit.
Sure, I'm Liberace the ninja, but my guys are dead. And then they both go, oh, wait, well, if there was a ninja, let's put 2 and 2 together.
It's probably 4
equals the ninja has probably snuck onto the plane because he's a fucking ninja.
I'm too sad about my guys to fight him. You guys come down here and check for ninjas.
He's getting lazy in his old age. You had the work, because we see him in a Yakuza scene earlier. If he was working for the Yakuza, man, he got some burnout.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, they've kept her doped up on heroin.
Okay.
No, they gave her fucking fruit and some magazines.
Yeah, it seems like she's actually good. Like, Jackie, I know where you're thinking. Like, oh, man, she got raped to shit. She didn't. She had a nice time in a hotel. She probably got foot massages.
one of the suites.
Yeah.
It's like, my resort is at your beckon, my lady. And she's like, I'm kidnapped?
Huh.
Kidnap me again? I just painted a guy's boat to get banged. I'm doing it wrong. I need to get kidnapped.
Okay, so meanwhile, while Joe's getting transported someplace, or in theory, Hero has boosted the van that he's in, and the baddies slam into the side of it and rolls over. He goes up to kill Joe. Joe pokes him in the eye. Oh, I don't like that, you son of a bitch. So they shoot the van up. And Hero's like, oh, no, Joe, no. And they're like, let's check for him. And so they open the doors and he's not there because he was hiding behind.
He was perched up in the roof area and not on the floor. So they were shooting at the wrong part of the van.
They show the van, it's empty. And then
there's also a running thing that happens here with a set of handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Where now, one, he's able to use all four limbs that are not long enough to sprawl over the top of the van while he was psychically able to guess that it was about to be shot by Uzis.
True.
Then he bursts from the van not wearing handcuffs at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then he beats some people up, and then later on, broken handcuffs showed up.
Yeah.
They got sliced in the fight.
They did.
He used the bullets that were coming at him to break the handcuffs,
No, he uses a sword,
and then
but whatever. Either way, so Viper appears. He's got some green ninjas with him. They nab Hero. They start running up the hill. They're like, get this kid. Maybe the kid's the key to this whole thing. Ninjas, if we get the kid, then that guy can't hurt you anymore. Oops, I was wrong, because he just hurt all of you, and he has rescued Hero. And Viper's like, bye. I'm not going to fight you right now. It's too early in the movie, I guess. Huh. This Viper guy kind of sucks.
he just doesn't like fighting. He's got the burnout bad.
Yeah, he's really burned out. So they go to the docks. This is a good place to start. Flathead and his guys show up. They start shooting them. And then they throw a grenade at some burn barrels. The burn barrels explode. They light Joe's pants on fire, and he dives into the water.
This is exciting. It's very rare to see your protagonist being lit on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It is.
It's always just some guy, like crony number 4 does the burning walk around, and everybody's like, oh, was that Stan? Was that Stan, or is that Cliff? I don't remember that guy's name. He's burning alive. We'll keep shooting.
Yep. So Joe has no pants now. That's weird. But he does. Did he get new pants? Or was he wearing the same pants later?
No, he got new pants. He got like white pants.
Huh.
Well, so he goes, after he dives into the water on fire, then Hero cries for a long time.
He's dead. And then he just wanders around Venezuela.
He tries to trade his Sega Genesis for information, but they don't speak
Give
English.
me to the embassy.
Or not his Genesis. What was the Sega Game Boy?
Game Gear.
Game Gear, yeah. He tried to trade his Game Gear for info and couldn't get it done. And at which point, Joe does the splits.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, does some sensei bullshit, and then his handcuffs are magically ninja'd off of him.
He prays to Tensu, who I will remind you is just on vacation. He's not dead or has become ninja essence or, like achieved enlightenment and is now one with the universe. He's just golfing.
And he's like, Joe, sure, I'll use my ninja magic to undo your handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not understand the point of vacation? Don't call me.
Don't pray to me right now. Every time I need this. I need this. Yeah, well, I think your nephew might be dead. Don't care.
That kid's a
gotta
shithead.
If you can't take care of the clan and I can't take a week, this is never going to work.
Mm-hmm. I'm on the 5th hole, Joe. The 5th hole. God.
And I'm talking about hookers, not golf.
All right, so Hero is still wandering around town. He leaks up with these guys who are playing Bones, I'm guessing. And they're like, hey, that's the kid that stole the bike. This is me interpreting their Spanish. That's the kid that stole my bike. Let's chop his finger off. And they're just about to hit him with knife when Joe flies out of nowhere and gets him. They get chased to the rooftops by these guys. And then this stupid thing happens. Joe cuts a power line.
Yeah.
And uses it to Errol Flynn his way into a fish stand.
I think he went to a Gap store before any of this. Though,
I think so too.
Sharply dressed.
I think so too.
They have those in poor parts of Venezuela. Gap stores that Joe can get fucking fresh at.
Right. Who sells fish out on the street
Also,
in the middle of the day?
Are you an electrician, Joe? Which side of the cable are you grabbing?
Right?
The hot side or the dead side?
Yeah, so I guess they stink now, and that's how they're going to be found for the rest of the movie, because that fish has got to be mostly mush and quite fragrant. I think we talked about the one time, I don't know if we've ever told this story, but one time one of our fish died, and I tried to give it a Viking funeral.
Oh, God.
And it was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
He did so much worse. He put it in a trash bag before he gave it the Viking funeral, so it was fish bacteria and burning plastic, and I got there and I was like, what are you doing? No!
It's probably stunk for what, like a half-mile radius?
It stunk all the way up to Hewlett-Packard.
So about a half-mile radius of my house. Just one fish. Yes, it was on fire, but I imagine 300 fish of various sizes cooking in the hot Venezuela sun on a concrete street isn't gonna be much different than a half-mile stench.
Did you remember when the pond drained itself and we had like 15 fish that we put into a Ziploc bag?
Yes.
And it was like right at Sam's birthday, and we were hosting the birthday party for
Oh,
him.
yeah, that was fun,
And
too.
we had to wheel the trash can around to the opposite side of the house because it stunk so damn bad.
Yep. Top tip, bury your dead.
Bury your dead. And that's the best part about like ocean or waterborne bacteria is when it dries out, it doesn't have its quite same stench versus airborne bacterias.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Mr. Glock, he tells the American ambassador, because the American ambassador's dirty as well, to bring him, Joe. Like, if this guy comes to your embassy, bring him back to me. I would like to kill him because he's trying to free the daughter of my scientist who has given me the ability to win a Nobel Prize. Oh,
yes,
says the American ambassador. Okay, sure.
It's like, I'm in the CIA for 38 years. I've been into some crooked deals, and I've been into some stupid deals, and this is stupidly crooked. That's stupid. What are we doing here?
It's really not well thought out, bud, Mr. Glock. On the street, Viper appears with some purple ninjas, and they're still trying to fight Hero and Joe because they can just find him. And Viper's about to kill Hero, and he pulls out like needle hands, like he's got two needles, not
knitting needle
hands.
He's got X-23 power on one arm.
What's X-23?
Wolverine's clone, that's his daughter, kind of.
Oh, yeah, she's only got two.
She's only got the two.
Yeah, she's only got the two. And Hero's like, whoa, where have I seen that before? Where have I seen that before? Where have I seen that before? And he goes back into a flashback, and Viper fought his dad Yakuza style and killed him with those two needles instantly, even though he only stabbed him in the tummy.
Yeah, because they're poisoned.
Oh.
That's what Pat Morita says later.
Huh.
Yep.
That's that.
But either way, when we see him in the suit, he's Yakuzaing out. He's actually making a Yakuza power play here. And that's what we got to feel so sorry for Hiro. We have to love Joe and Master Tetsu. And at the same time, it's like, oh, you guys fell victim to a power play on the assassination business? Boo-hoo.
Yeah. It's true. Silent assassins. The ninja. Oh, and he also took his dad's shiny ninja medallion, which I guess is I'm the cool ninja now.
Yeah, he's the top dog.
Okay. It's a pretty bullshit medallion. I wouldn't want to carry that thing around.
It sucks.
Yeah. Looks like it's a pain in the ass, actually. How about like a brooch? Can we make a top dog ninja brooch? This thing's a pain in the ass. My nipples are just rubbed. I mean, I used to have nipples. Let me put it that way.
It's not a ninja medallion because it doesn't have a secret weapon in it.
It's true. Ninja ring.
We keep this.
This thing sucks.
We keep this in our clan for many years and for all years because of its value. Oh, because it's pretty? No, this thing will kill 100 people.
Yeah.
In a small radius if you just zing it like this. And they're like, oh, wow, ninja magic secrets.
Yeah, but this isn't. This is just a bullshit medallion.
It's a fucking shitty necklace. Like, most of the I would say at least 9/10 of the Wu-Tang Clan wouldn't wear this.
Yeah, that's true. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
No.
So, he blinds Joe, because Joe saves Hiro again, and he disappears. He's like, not today, Joe. I mean, we all know where this is going, Viper. Let's just get it done, man. No.
It's like,
goodbye.
I am out of ninja tricks. When you next meet me, I will have gathered more. And more shitty ninjas. They made me start at the top and work down. I'm running shy of decent ninja.
Well, he's like, this next ninja guy is really bad because Joe just grabs him and is like, where's the girl? And he's like, at the hotel next to the chemical plant. It's actually one and the same place.
Another big deal in this movie, doing things that aren't really done. Ninjas don't squeal.
No, they do not.
They don't squeal. And it's not just that they don't squeal. This guy sings like immediately.
And I'm not even sure if in the American Ninja franchise, if the ninjas are even allowed to be that clued in. They all kind of seem like they don't know what the fuck is going on even.
They, by nature of ninja design, don't have that information.
Like, you're just... let's take you upstairs where you can meet Mr. Glock. Thank you for joining Team Purple Ninja. Here's your orientation. Oh, hey, Mr. Glock. I'd like to introduce you to Steve, one of the Purple Ninjas. Well, let me tell you everything that we do here. Instead of curing cancer, we instead shoot kitties in the face with guns. That's what we're doing.
That's not very ninja.
This week. It's our mission statement.
Cafeteria's over there.
Yep. Our investors like to have a high body count of pets. So next week, I think, is exploding hamsters.
Weaponized hamsters is actually pretty ninja.
Okay, yeah, so he tells him everything. And Hero's like, oh, look, if we're going to free this lady and stop Armageddon, I should probably be a ninja. And Joe's like, I'll never treat children again. He's like, please. Okay. Fine. Yes.
And then we find out that what the hell he's talking about is his, like, 28-year-old brother went and got himself fucking killed. And he's like, that was the kid that I taught that died.
That's Steve?
So he came back and he's like, no, cool. It's all right, bro. In heaven, I'm doing soap operas in a Canadian tuxedo. Like, this guy sucks.
Did you fly down on a cloud? No, I drove my Trans Am from heaven, dude.
Yeah. White Trans Am, white rims. All clean, baby.
So dumb.
Stonewashed jeans. Terrible.
And then Tensu shows up. He's like, again, the vacation. Do you not get it? Hey, kid, I didn't even need to come down here because you've blocked your own memories. You were already a ninja. Your dad taught you. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Which, in Hero's defense, is what my kid would do if he had been trained to be a ninja. He, like 10 minutes later, totally gone. Remember that time? You're a ninja. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, you stupid.
So
fucking
if
kids.
Junior ever gets kidnapped, they'll be like, fall back on your father's teachings. He's like, I just need a PC. I will turn all of these ladies naked.
10 minutes and some Photoshop.
And a 12-pack of beer.
Yeah.
Does anybody here have a password to Lover's Lab?
Okay. All right. So they're good. But he's like, oh yeah, I'm a ninja. That's right. Let's do some more training. Wait, hold on. Don't we have something to do? We were doing something. What?
Yeah, you only had 48 hours for this entire thing to shake down.
Was it? We were.
Where is it? The clock.
We were in Venezuela. We're still in Venezuela. There was ninja. Lisa.
Oh yeah, her.
Kind of weird hum. Okay. So they nab a pair of ninjas from the wall. They take their ninja clothes, and now they're tutting around as ninjas. It's a good thing that one of the ninjas that they stole was from a child from the torso, because his shirt fits, but his pants don't.
They just didn't have pants that would fit this kid, and they turned it into a joke.
Got it.
Negligence in costume design.
So they get Lisa. They go right up to her place, and the Baldy's there. He gets punched out quite a bit. He gets punched out by Lisa, and then he gets punched out by Joe and Hero. It's pretty fun. So they got her, and they take her back to the airport. They fly to America and enjoy a nice dinner together until all their skin rots off from the chemical weapon that they failed to subvert. The end of the American Ninja franchise. Questions? Okay, fine. Do the real movie. Damn it. You guys are no fun.
It would have been nice. I mean, like, this is like, they're not D's. Take a look at them, Dad. It's like, I saw them before. Oh, gross.
So they can't get out of the building on the elevators that they came in. So they go up to the balconies, and Hero and Joe are killing people.
Oh, yeah, this kid starts killing people with, I believe, a katana. The first one is the one that he killed with the katana.
Yeah, and they got some shurikens.
Yeah, I wrote that down as a note that he was like, oh, you got your first ninja kill. Now you're a true ninja.
Yeah. Not even, you don't want to go down this road, because once you go down this road, you're never going to be the same Hero, the 12-year-old. It's just like, high five. That guy is dead. Did you see the one that I kicked off the balcony? He, like, was screaming on the way down, and, like, a bunch of tourists saw him splat on the car. Man, good times. Good times, Hero. You want to...
And then he's got to go get the blood and put it on his face, like underneath his eyes.
You want to go to... you know what? Let's take you to Chuck E. Cheese. You have done great ninja killings today. I think you should have some Chuck E. Cheese with your friends. Yay! So they slide down this rope to their deaths because Lisa's not a ninja. I'll give some ninja ability. She slides down this rope with bare hands from the
and bare
5th floor
thighs.
and lets go, splat on the concrete. She's dead.
She made it down. If she repels.
She didn't.
Well, she did kind of. She did the grip rappel where she's going to thighs and hands it, and she's got bare thighs and bare hands. So she makes it down the rope about 10 feet, and then it's lubricated by her blood.
Yep.
And she couldn't hold on if she wanted to, and falls to her immediate death.
Yep. I say they do too, because they actually do let go. The rope gets cut, and they fall like 20 stories.
But they land
Or like
in a foot of water, and they're ninjas.
Yeah.
So they're able to belly flop
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Joe might have been okay because he lands on Hero, so Hero breaks the fall, right?
Little ninja man broke my fall.
Yeah, the kids these days, they're like rubber, you know? Hero, you okay? Hero? Get up, Hero. All right, so they're chased out of the streets into a taxi, and they drop Hero off at the embassy. They're like, you'll be safe here, little dude. But we're going to go back and get the scientist. I know we were just there. We could have done it all at once, but we didn't. Oopsie. And Glock, meanwhile, he's like, oh, ninjas. We got American ninjas coming in. Got ladies escaping. Let's give me a demonstration of the toxic mustard gas right now. And you're the subject for the demonstration, scientist. Well, I'm the only one that knows how to mix the solution and deploy it. Yeah, well, you're going to do that from inside your own death chamber. Also, take this dog.
Take the dog with you. I hate this dog.
Wait, what dog? The dog from earlier? Like 3 days ago? That dog's still around? Like somebody... Why do you have that dog still?
I really want to know how potent this poison is. Dogs are hardier than aerobics girls and old men.
Puts the dog in with him. It's so weird. So Joe and Lisa, they get back to the lab, and they see a car drop off Hero. So we're like, okay, so we just took him to the embassy, then immediately grabbed him, got into a car, passed us on the way here. What the hell? Also, damn it. And Joe starts taking out ninjas while Lisa is just watching. I think she's enjoying it.
She's showboating.
Because she contributes nothing, not even like the bottle over the head or the chair to the back or anything. She just watches him take out ninjas.
Right, and then she sneaks off.
She does?
Yeah, while he's getting his ass kicked, she sneaks off to go find her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
she
right.
She actually locks herself in a freezer.
In the warehouse. Once they reach the warehouse.
The lab is actually just a freezer.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's just right next door to the warehouse where they're fighting.
That have boxes of ninjas.
Yes, ninja supply. And the supply is ninja. Not like shurikens and stuff. You can order ninjas at your door.
So he's got box ninjas. He's got a hotel that makes $50 million a year. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to sell an $800,000 bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just one of them, because he's going to kill the guy who's the only one who can make it.
Yep.
Bad.
Also, the chemist's work is done here. He's like, I made this. All you have to do is concentrate it. And he's like, oh, I should go get a bomb guy, right? Yeah. I actually am a chemist. I don't make bombs.
Yeah, I don't know where to start on that. I think they go in like a I don't even know what they go in. A pipe? You can put it in a pipe, I guess. Or like a cartoon, like one of those little ones with the like a bob-omb, like a bob. I know I'm familiar with bob-ombs. I don't know fuck about bombs, guy. Okay, well, you're dead. So they free Hero. White ninjas spring out of the boxes, and Joe and Hero, they smoke bomb escape. Their first smoke bomb escape. Hero is like, yeah, I know how to do this now to ninja disappear. And Lisa finds her dad, and she gets strapped in with him in the test chamber with the dog. She's like,
Yeah.
whose dog? What's this dog doing here? Man, I don't even fucking know whose dog this is, but they really want him to die.
They want that dog dead.
Did he like poop someplace he wasn't supposed to? It seems excessive.
He was too fucking cute.
Joe and Hero fighting more white ninjas, and they're kicking their ass, and Glock is like, all right, enough with the shitty ninja. Viper, just get over it and go fight him. It's late enough in the movie. It's time. Go fight him, okay? Fine. Go.
What follows is a long series of ninja stare downs before any fighting commences.
Well, the first thing he does do is he does throw Hero across the room into boxes. So
those were empty boxes. They didn't have any ninjas in them yet, so it broke his fall.
Right. But Jackie's plan is the very first thing that Viper does. just gets rid of the kid.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he kicks Viper so hard that Viper disappears. Poof.
He was like, I don't think I'm up for this ninja magic.
Or I think the movie's trying to tell us that he like died or ninja deathed.
Or he can teleport, and if he can teleport, then he would win this fight a lot faster.
Yeah, he can teleport. They all can teleport. But I think it's like, yay, we've defeated Viper. He disappeared. No, guy, he does that all the time, you idiots. Because they're nonchalant about it afterwards. They're like, haha, defeated him. No, you didn't. Okay.
No.
All right, so the gas is released. Clock's ticked down all the way. They got just a couple minutes before it goes lethal or whatever. I don't know. Joe busts in, and the scientist is like, throw us gas masks. And he's like, okay, this seems easy. And he chucks some gas masks, and they're safe. That took care of everything.
Yeah.
This isn't that lethal.
I mean, we skipped over a part where the evil ninja, like, pulls out a shuriken rope, and they have some really bad wrestling with it.
I don't remember that part.
Okay, yeah, he, like, wraps him up, and then they kind of just lay on the ground together. And then Joe just gets up, and then the other ninja throws it away. James Lou just, like, throws it away, like, oh, this is a crappy weapon. It just leads to us loving each other. Who gave me this?
Why do I have this medallion, too?
And then in the gas mask discrepancies, you have, like, one, they're tossing all these gas masks around. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Hero is very good at spotting the good ones and the bad ones, because the bad ones have been broken.
No.
You can break them very easily. No,
so there's enough gas masks for everybody, including the villains, but when the bald flathead gets his, the dog fucking trips him. And he bashes his face on the ground, and he's like, oh no, my gas mask. That dog fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's John Wick's dog.
It's John Wick's dog. Hell yeah, buddy. That dog's cool.
Yeah. Lisa doesn't make it because she puts hers on upside down.
I noticed that too, and I started laughing so hard.
I'm just like, how did this happen? How did this make it into the finished product?
Mine smells funny.
Can't see shit.
Walks into a wall. Knocks herself out and dies. All right, so the bad guys are all dead. They didn't get their masks on in time, and Glocks is cracked from tussling with the general or whatever. I don't know. They run outside. Hero's missing, and he's like, hey, there's a plane taking off right over there, because not only is the resort and Glock Chem shared by the same building, it's also part of the airport. So he also owns the airport. So was rich as shit. But
$850,000 bomb.
$850,000 bomb. Joe runs to the plane, gets on it. Viper is the pilot, and they're fighting on the plane. Hero goes in and says, "I can drive a car via video games. I can fly a plane via video games," which is kind of true, except for this was the Game Gear era, and so probably not.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane, and eventually, Joe throws like toilet paper at Viper, and it catches him on fire, and he falls out the plane.
Yeah, they wrestle around a bunch, and it's really bad plane fighting. And then he's like, "Oh, I found a med kit, and I guess there was a lighter there too."
Mm-hmm.
And he holds up a little wad of flaming gauze.
Oh,
and you see the eyes of terror. He's like, "Don't! I'm wearing 100% polyester." And he hits him with it, and that polyester takes off.
So he falls out to his death, I'm assuming. Later, and now not only can the kid fly a plane, he can land it and pick up Dad and Lisa back at the airport, and also like Fox 2729er Hotel Charlie, we are ready for takeoff. Because he knows now how to negotiate air control and all that, not just fly and land.
And land.
Mm-hmm.
Landing's the hardest part.
Anyone you can walk away from. Later, Tensu shows up on Lisa's boat and is like, "Hey, assholes, now my vacation's over.
Yeah.
What do you need?" "Oh, we're good." "I hate you guys."
I hate you guys so bad. "What do you want to drink, Master Tetsu?" "Oh, whatever anybody else is having." I liked that too. He's like, whatever anybody else is having. And then Joe and Lisa are like, "Okay, cool. We're going to go like bone upstairs. Everybody stay down here."
Dad.
And Hero uses ninja smoke to try to watch people bone.
Yep. Like Dad's just right over there too.
Also, you're on a pier. Go, you can just jerk wildly to 800,000 women here.
Oh, Hero.
Hero, yeah.
But he likes that they like each other, Sam. That's the more important thing. When it's just casual, Hero's not into that. He needs some emotional attachment while viewing others have sex.
You
can't get hard otherwise.
He's gross.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't think he's seen the golf club and the buffalo thing yet.
All right, questions. Jackie.
What happened to the dog?
Was the dog on the boat?
What the fuck happened to the dog?
Was the dog on the boat?
The dog.
I didn't see the dog on the boat.
Yeah, I don't think they kept that dog.
I don't think they kept that dog. It's just now lost in the streets of Venezuela. Probably going to happen to it again. Like, why can't... Also, I'm like a really good dog. Why does my life suck?
I'm like a $950 dog.
Like, I prevented World War III. So, how about taking me with you? Leave Hero. He's an asshole. Yeah, that sucks, man. This guy's... Fuck, dog got it rough. Sam.
How big of a douchebag is Joe?
Sizable, but clarify.
So, his jokes.
Uh-huh.
The Elvis joke? That was particularly cringe.
I'm so uninterested, I don't remember it.
He's like, "Hey, we're gonna swing." But when they landed in the fish right beforehand, and he kept doing shit like that.
Yeah.
And then after he kills all the ninjas, he's like, "Lisa, stay here." And after he kills all the ninjas, he's like, "Lisa, chop chop, hurry up the stairs." Like, what a fucking douchebag.
He's pretty douchey. I don't think he deserved that boat varnish.
No.
And free dinner. My question is, are we glad that these are over? That we are never going to do another American Ninja movie on this podcast? Are we good, glad, or sad? Jackie?
Well, that guy is super hot. The one that plays Joe.
David Bradley.
Yeah, so, but it also doesn't have Dudikoff in it anymore. Hadn't for a couple of episodes.
Right.
So, you know what? No, I'm not sad.
You're not sad. Okay. All right, Sammy?
I'm glad.
Yeah. I might be glad too.
I don't. If they had another one, I'd watch it, but I know where it's going.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's just going to...
Actually, it couldn't go any worse than this.
Talking dog? A talking dog?
Oh, but it could.
A talking dog.
It could. Illegitimate daughter comes back and is a super villain ninja.
No, that would be awesome.
She's out for revenge against her dad.
That would be good, Jackie. The next
That's if
step
we
is
if
talking
we
dog.
revived it and made a awesome movie out of the bullshit that Canon Films did.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with your plan, but that is not what would have
Write
happened.
that script.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we're done. It's kind of sad to say, but yeah. I mean, it was starting to get a little tedious with these, but not everybody can say that they've seen all 5 American Ninjas.
Yeah, no.
In fact, that's a very like maybe
even though there's
people.
only 4.
right there you go. Anybody else got anything?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Final recommendations, Jackie.
No.
Nope.
What?
She didn't like it.
That fucking kid drove me crazy.
Heroes is a little tough. They're always tough. Little Ninja Men's are always a little tough.
And his creepy way about like, I don't know. There was just a lot of cringe in that movie. I don't know.
Okay. Sam.
I think it's a do. I actually like it better than any of the American Ninjas other than one because it's so shitty. And that Hero's the shittiest little ninja man I've ever seen.
It's pretty shitty.
He's like, I got boners and my pants don't fit. Yeah. he's a little monster. He's fucking terrible. But then he can like drive cars and planes and shit. And you're like, the whole movie was just god awful.
Yeah.
It was one of the crappiest, and I'm not even saying crappiest action movies. I'm saying crappiest PG-13 action movies I have ever seen. And I kind of just giggled constantly through the whole thing because of how it was all this stuff that I hate, but it was that for the reason I hate it at 1,000 miles per hour. And I was like, wow, this is so terrible. But it was also, I like it again.
It was failing at all the things that you hate. It failed in every single thing that it tried to do.
At the shitty things. It was so funny. And the comedy, because it's an action comedy, right. And it is. It's an action comedy. It's just that every one of their jokes is not funny.
Oh my God, they're bad.
And everything that it's not a joke is absolutely hilarious.
They are serious dad jokes. I mean, bad dad jokes every single time. I'm also going to give it a do. This movie's biggest failing is that it's called American Ninja 5. If this had just been something else completely, this would have been a mega do. Yeah, Little Ninja Man. There's a tinge of, and I'm trying American Kickboxer 2, or whichever the one we did for the podcast. That's
American Kickboxer 2.
That's a brilliant bad movie. There's a tinge of that going on through this entire thing, where it's hammy, but like nobody likes each other. None of it, there's no chemistry at all, and it kind of seems like everybody just kind of hates each other to a degree. It's just that type of shitty movie, and this is a bad movie. This is, I mean, real bad. 2 stars at best. It sucks. It stinks.
I think 2 stars is strong.
Yeah. Well, it has a start and end to it, and a full plot. The plot itself is stupid, but it is a plot, so I give it credit for that. Yeah, I mean, I had fun with it. I'm sorry, Jack's hero is terrible, but he is the worst little shitty ninja man just pretend it's called something else. And I think a lot more people would enjoy this movie.
I giggled all the way through.
Yeah.
And had it been called Little Ninja Man, I think it would have cult status.
Yeah, I think that it would. Absolutely. Yeah. Too bad. Next week we are off. I will be in Boise hanging out with Sam. Hopefully we'll have time to do some bad movie viewing, and we'll do some do's and don'ts on those. When I come back the week after, I believe it will be Sam's pick. You got 2 weeks to choose. Have you done so already?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is another buddy pick. Listener of the program, Bruce, has Master of Speed and Light, I think is what it's called. I have to look this up.
Okay.
I have to go to our text stream to confirm.
I am the Master of Speed and Light. They're sort of the same
The
thing.
Wizard of Speed and Time.
Speed and Time. Speed and Time.
And it's streaming on YouTube only because it is completely out of print. And no one can do anything because the rights are owned by the artist. And the artist is like, oh, somebody put that on YouTube. Awesome. People can watch my movie.
Oh, okay. Cool. The Wizard of Speed and Light on YouTube.
Speed and Time.
Speed and Time! The Speed and Light Wizard is somebody else! God damn it! Okay.
That's Bill.
Okay, guys. Have a great 2 weeks. We'll see you soon. Get to the chopper.